I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in catology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chica to chica.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart a code.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Mike, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the bench loves it.
Oh my God! And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Good evening mga ka-Filbasket. We are still here in San Jose del Monte, Bulacan for the semi-finals Game 1 Best of 3 series. The action continues here in Filbasket 2022 Summer Championship presented by Puregold. I'm Naj Miravalias and I'm here with my partner Anthony Perez and Javi Palanya. For our second game, it's the Nueva Ecija Capitals versus the AllStar Bacolod Ballers. Pero bago yan guys, balikan muna natin yung nangyari in the previous game. Nanalo ang San Juan Knights sa Tanduay Masters at malaki ang lamang. Ano masasabi nyo?
Well, Nadja, that wasn't what Javi and I expected at all for the San Juan Knights to win in that kind of fashion against Tanduay. Boy, you have to give credit to, Coach Nani Pundolan and his wards. Yung defense na pinakita nila, ibang klase.
What a way for Tanduay to come up with their first loss of the whole tournament. Really props to San Juan for making a statement in that game. A 101-75 victory in Game 1 of that semi-final matchup.
Ngayon naman guys, mag-focus tayo dito sa two teams na kasama natin. Anthony, can you give us an update about the Nueva Ecija Capitals?
Well, Nadja, they won in their quarterfinal matchup against the Kuala Lumpur Asil 101-83. And in that game, simple lang, they took it inside, they took it in the paint to the tune of 56 points in the paint and 52% shooting from 2-point distance. So once Nueva Ecija knows how to utilize their bigs inside, hard stopping them.
Javi, puntahan naman natin AllStar Bacolod Ballers.
Well, AllStar Bacolod Ballers won their quarterfinal matchup against the AFP FSD Makati Cavaliers. Overtime victory, 83-78. They shot better from the field against the Cavaliers, but ultimately their points off those turnovers, 26-13, and the free throw shooting really made it count in the end game for Bacolod in that match, and they ended up victorious, knocking into the semifinals here.
Guys, balikan natin yung elimination round. In the elimination round, Nueva Ecija Capitals defeated Bacolod. What can you say about the performance of Nueva Ecija during that game, Anthony?
Well, sorry, Nadja, that wasn't a close game at all, for Nueva Ecija, Pero a huge boost came from their bench. They had 59 bench points in that win. So it's good to see that Nueva Ecija, if they can get everyone on board and they can get everyone contributing, it's gonna be a great performance for them.
Javi, ano naman masasabi mo sa AllStar Bacolod?
Well, for Bacolod in that game, they were actually up at the half, 44-40, but they gave up a lot of fast break opportunities to Nueva Ecija in that game. And also bench points for Nueva Ecija was really big for them in that match. And that's why Nueva Ecija won that game handily during the end.
Guys, dating gawin. Ano yung kailangan nilang gawin this game to get a win tonight?
Simple lang, Nadja. If you're Nueva Ecija, you have to dominate the paint. You're the taller team, you're the heftier team, you're the bigger team. Look to establish your dominance inside.
Javi?
For Bacolod, you have to play with poise because we all know that Nueva Ecija is a high-pressure team. They like to force turnovers sa backcourt pa lang. So the guards of Bacolod have to do a good job of taking care of the basketball and play with poise. Next, compete on the boards. Alam naman natin, the big men of Nueva Ecija like to play physical and they like to dominate the glass. So important for Bacolod to compete on the boards, go for those offensive and defensive rebounds. Last, the bigs of Bacolod have to be able to hit their outside shots because this opens up a lot of the lanes for the Bacolod guards to go up and make plays for their team.
Guys, eto na, series prediction.
Well, Nadja, I'm going with the depth of Nueva Ecija. They're the team who has depth in all positions on their roster. So I'm still going. I'm have to side with the heavyweights over here.
Javi?
Well, I'm going to have to agree with Anthony. Position by position, Nueva Ecija is really stacked in their lineup. And I'm looking for the team of Coach Gerson Cabiltes to finish the series right away in 2 games.
Thank you, guys. You will hear more from my partners during the game. Right now, we will turn you over to our courtside reporter, Sam Coloso, with an interview with the AllStar Bacolod Ballers, Alwin Alday. Sam.
Thank you, Nadia. Ngayon nga, kasama ko si Alwin ng AllStar Bacolod Ballers. Alwin, grabbing quarterfinals last time, grabbing overtime. Tell us about that.
Siyempre, sobrang hirap bago kami nakarating dito. Parang nag-5-game winning streak kami. Tapos pagdating nung natapos yung break namin, natalo kami ng 2 beses. Then come sa quarterfinals, sobrang hirap ng pinagdaanan namin. Pero lesson learned yung mga nangyari sa amin doon. Papunta sa semifinals.
Alwin, wala nga si Marquis today. How are you filling in on his shoes?
Hindi lang naman ako, pero yung buong team, parang marami naman kaming leaders dyan. Nandiyan si JK Casino, sila Kuya Raymond Ilagan. Parang marami kaming leader dyan. Pero syempre, malaki yung kawalan ni Kuya Mark, pero malaki yung tiwala ako sa teammates ko at sa mga coaches namin.
Alwin, talk to us about the culture that Coach Alex and Marky set to you and your team naman.
Syempre, lagi lang sinasabi ni Kuya Mark na tulong-tulong, simulan namin sa depensa, huwag kami magkakanya-kanya. Then, tapos tatawag lang syempre kay God kasi siya lang naman talaga yung magde-decide kung sino yung mananalo. Gagawin lang namin yung best namin.
Thank you so much and good luck to you and your team, Alwin. Now let's get the semis on the road. Let's throw it to Ken Pangilinan for our introduction of starters.
Magandang gabi mga ka-Filbasket! We're still live here at the rising city of San Jose del Monte in Bulacan for the continuation of the semi-finals here at the 2022 Filbasket Summer Championship presented by Puregold. It's game 1 of their own best-of-3 series featuring the Nueva Ecija Capitals going up against the AllStar Bacolod Ballers BingoPlus. Let's meet the starters first for your Nueva Ecija Capitals. Starting at forward 6'4" from Lyceum Subic Bay, number 23, JJ Collado. Also at forward 6 feet from San Sebastian College Recoletos, number 29, Michael Wico. At center 6'4" from Jose Rizal University, number 28, Michael Mabulak. At guard 5'9" from Mapua University, number 7, Hesed Gabo. And at the other guard, standing 6 feet from Jose Rizal University, number 51, Byron Villarias. Their head coach is Jerson Cabiltes. And now the starters for your AllStar Bacolod Ballers BingoPlus. Starting at forward 6'4" from St. Francis of Assisi, number 12, Raymond Ilagan. Also at forward 6'4" from Olivares College, number 41, J-Boy Solis. At center, also 6'4" from the University of Visayas, number 25, Adrian Lau. Starting at guard, 5'10" from Far Eastern University, number 20, Joel Lee Yu. And at the other guard, 6 feet from Arellano University, number 1, Radiel Viloria. Their head coach is Alex Angeles. Our game officials, crew chief Alan Dudes Manzano, referee 1, Eddie Villalobos.
And there we have our starting lineups for the second game of our doubleheader for this evening for AllStar Bacolod. It is Ilagan and Solis at the forward spots with Adrian Lau manning the paint. Well, meanwhile, Joel Liu and Craniel Valoria are the guards. Meanwhile, for Nueva Ecija Capitals, it is JJ Collado and Michael Mabulak at the bigs. Michael Wico and Hesed Gabo and Byron Villarias make up the guards. As we are set for opening tip, featuring Adrian Lau and Jesse J. Collado. And we are underway. This is the second game for our doubleheader for the evening. Another semi-final matchup featuring the Nueva Ecija Capitals and the AllStar Bacolod Ballers, a North versus South matchup. Anthony Perez still here on the call, and joining me is Javi Pelanya. Now, Javi, to say but AllStar Bacolod Ballers are down a man is an understatement because missing Marky changes the whole complexion of your game immediately.
Oh yeah, and definitely we know how much Marky means to this AllStar Bacolod Ballers BingoPlus squad. He's averaging 13 points per game, 8.3 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per ball game, and is the de facto leader of this blue shirt squad. And Coach Alex Angeles really missing a big part of his team in this match. So it is very important that everybody will have to step up. It's not just one guy or two guys. Everybody has to do their part in making sure they make up for the loss of Marky.
And the burden of that, Javi, squarely falls on the shoulders of the bigs of AllStar Bacolod as they have to match up with the swarm of big men that Coach Jerson Cabiltes has for Nueva Ecija.
Exactly. So Bacolod has to play fast in this game. make no opportunity for Nueva Ecija to set up their defense, because in their elimination round matchup, every time that Bacolod was able to push up the pace, madali sila nakakascore. But when the shot clock goes down to under 12 seconds, the defense of Nueva Ecija forces them into a lot of hurried shots and shot clock violations.
A bit of contrasting styles as Michael Wico nails the first basket of this semi-final matchup, a free-pointer at that.
Well, just like Jexter Apinan in that first game, I'm sure Michael Wico prepared for this. We all know that Michael Wico doesn't shoot a lot from the outside, more known as a slasher. So we know that the defense of Bacolod will give him a lot of opportunities from the outside. As early on here, an unsportsmanlike foul already whistled. We are just barely 2 minutes into this match, Anthony.
As we take a look at this again on our screens, it's Raymond Ilagan. Oh, it appears to be a hack across the face or the neck of Michael Wico. I'm not so sure from our angle, Javi, but it appears Michael Wico is really hurt after that.
Well, from our replay, parang hindi naman sinasadya masyado ni Raymond Ilagan na tamaan yung mukha ni Michael Wico. He was trying to go for the ball, but again, when our referees call for unsportsmanlike fouls, it's not always the intent that is being judged, but the action.
Right.
And that time, he hit the face of Michael Wico, and that merits an unsportsmanlike foul.
So it appears to be the hand and the arm grazing the nose or the mouth area or even the neck area of Michael Wico. Pero kailangan mag-ingat ka rin, no, Javi? Even if you're the player, tawag na to, not ikaw yung kunyari ikaw yung makakasakit, 'di ba? Ingatan mo rin the way you land, the way you flail your arms and all of that.
Well, that was an inadvertent action right there by Raymond Ilagan, but our referees not hesitating to call that, and the call will stand, an unsportsmanlike foul on Raymond Ilagan, so that will mean 2 free throws plus ball possession para dito sa Nueva Ecija Capitals.
And Raymond Ilagan, Javi, better watch it, no? He's one of the few bigs na lang na natitira para sa AllStar Bacolod. They are without marquee. So if Raymond Ilagan already has incurred an unsportsmanlike foul, well, he better watch it.
And Coach Alex Angeles starting all his premier bigs in his lineup dito sa ating laro. Adrian Lau, Raymond Ilagan, J-Boy Solis, the one playing the 3 spot right here for Coach Alex Angeles. So huge starting lineup to try and counter the also huge lineup that Coach Jerson Cabiltes has on the floor.
Pag huge lineup ang sinasabi mo, Javi, no shortage yan. Ang Nueva Ecija as Michael Mabulak rims off on that jump shot.
Joel Leo right now playing point guard duty para sa AllStar Bacolod Ballers. Alwin Alday coming off the bench in this one.
J-Boy Solis now trying his luck from the baseline. Wala. Here comes Hesid Gabo. The finals MVP of the Subic Bubble finds JJ Collado with a behind-the-back pass.
Excellent pocket pass right there by Hesid Gabo. Brush screen by his big man, getting it to him right away for the easy score.
And that's why, Javi, you call him a top 3-point guard at the mid-pro level. Cranial Valoria, little spin move to the runner. Smooth move for Cranial. Meanwhile, outlet pass. Byron Villarias gets to it. Pops up a corner. Free splash! Byron Villarias from downtown.
And no shortage of firepower from all units of Coach Jerson Cabiltes. This is just the first 5, but the firepower that he has on his bench, very capable of delivering the same kind of effort on both ends of the floor.
J-Boy Solis pass goes to no one, and that is Nueva Ecija basketball.
Well, obviously, Bacolod rattled right now with the defense that Nueva Ecija is giving them, as we see that great pocket pass by Hesid Gabo to JJ Collado.
Gabo to Collado is our assist delivery brought to us by Happily. Happily is available by delivery, take out and grab. As another lead pass to Collado, but before that, he is fouled and grabbed.
You see here the conscious effort of Hesid Gabo in looking for his big men whenever they roll close to the basket.
As meanwhile, we'll turn it over courtside to Nadja and Sam for an update.
Thank you, Anthony and Javi. Guys, pare-pareho tayong galing sa 4 days break ng Filbasket, pero not for Nueva Ecija because for them, the learning never stops. According to Coach Jerson Cabiltes, they spent their time studying the AllStar Bacolod Ballers and that they will definitely come at them today with full strength. Kamusta naman sa AllStar Bacolod Ballers, Sam?
Thank you, Nadia. Sabi ni Coach Alex Angeles ng AllStar Bacolod Ballers na magandang experience daw yung overtime ng quarterfinals coming into the semis. Sabi ni Coach Alex, they're confident as always kahit wala nga si Marquis ngayon dahil alam niyang pagtutulungan nila gamit ang team effort sa kawalan ni Marquis. Back to you, Anthony and Javi.
Thank you very much, Nadia and Sam, for that update. Now, Javi, you'd like that from Nueva Ecija, no? Not resting on their laurels. They're squarely in the number 2 position, pero using that off days to not necessarily work on the floor, but in the film room naman.
Exactly, and this is a veteran squad that Coach Jerson Cabiltes has at his hands. The core of his team, he has went to many battles with and has won many championships with in the past year, looking to win another one here as a Filbasket Summer Championship.
As we would like to acknowledge Wilson, the official game ball of the 2022 Filbasket. Meanwhile, Hesed Gabo is dropped. That time coming off that hard screen.
Offensive foul on number 22, Kenneth Tulipas. That's his first.
That was Kenneth Tulipas giving up the foul against Hesed Gabo. Oh, he was stripped that time.
There was a slight movement of the left side of his body. But Hesed Gabo also doing a good job of selling that call.
So Hesed Gabo now looking to set it up for Nueva Ecija. Finds Michael Mabulak down low against Raymond Dalagan. Looking to bang bodies is Michael. Kick out. Collado, top of the key. No go. Rebound, Cranial Villarias.
0 out of 3 is JJ Collado in this game from downtown.
Might want to take it closer if you're JJ Collado. Liu, the kick out. There's a push from behind, rather, before that pass.
We do know that JJ Collado can hit that outside shot, but looks like Bacolod wanting to play the percentages on this one and letting Collado shoot those 3-point shots.
Pero again, no, Javi, if you're Bacolod, maybe that's the right kind of logic to bring in. Kasi again, Nueva Ecija is not known to be a free-point knockdown shooting team, no, with the exception of Byron Villarias. So maybe they're letting Collado shoot all he can from the outside and hope he misses.
That's right. You're right, Anthony, that Nueva Ecija not the best 3-point shooting team here in the Filbasket Summer Championship.
Offensive foul on number 20, Joel Liu.
As Joel Liu is being called for a foul, Hesed Gabo hit the deck hard that time. Take a look at this again. Liu and Gabo trying to wrestle for that basketball. And a warning now is being called against the AllStar Bacolod bench. They better keep their tempers in check as they are already down the services of Mark Yee. Baseline inbounds goes to Villarias. Catch and shoot free. Long that time. Michael Wick on the second effort. Still no go. Great effort though for Michael. Meanwhile, here's J.K. Casino entering the ball game now for AllStar Bacolod. Back to Alwin Alday. Ilagan, top of the key, jump shot, swish.
Well, that is something that I mentioned during our pre-game show. One of the keys to the game for Bacolod, their big men like Raymond Ilagan, as he did right there, has to be able to hit their perimeter shots to open up the lanes for their guards like J.K. Casino, Alwin Alday, and Joel Liu to make plays inside for them.
Alwin Alday pops the short jumper up, no go. Rebound, Michael Wico. Wico now brings it back out to Hesed. Gabo, left wing free, offline, and ball will go back to the side of Bacolod.
Now, through the years, Hesed Gabo has been able to improve his shooting from the outside. You see Jerson Cabiltes on your screens, but in this tournament, hasn't really shot the ball well from three-point country.
But he has that in his pedigree, Javi. As Ilagan now is sandwiched between Mabulak and Collado. You don't want to get in the middle of that. Villarias this time from the corner is good. As Michael Mabulak is down on the floor, slow to get up. He was a bit shaken up after that collision. As you take a look at this again, Mabulak, Ilagan, and Collado all getting into the middle of things. Boy, Javi, a lot of mass between those free players alone.
Now, I just love playoff basketball.
The intensity, the physicality, as Michael Mabulak inside scores.
Bacolod that time fronted Mabulak on the post, but nobody was waiting inside to help.
Raymond Ilagan now, trying to free up Cranial. Here comes Villoria down the baseline. Oh, beautiful reverse. Cranial Villoria with a little Dr. J spin on it.
Pretty dipsy-do right there for Cranial Villoria. Patient action on the left side of the ball. Raymond Ilagan getting the ball to Cranial Villoria, driving baseline for that reverse.
Hesed almost losing it that time. Over now to Michael. Here comes Mabulak down the lane. Wild shot for Michael Mabulak.
Now, if Bacolod can force Nueva Ecija into more shots like those, then they will be successful in stymieing the attack.
Looking to speed the game up a bit, Javi. As Alwin Alday inside is fouled on the way up. And that's going to be against JJ Collado. As you take a look at this again, Cranial Villoria, the up, the under, the finish, the swoop to the hoop is our Puregold move of the game for Cranial Villoria.
Put that on the poster, Mr. Villoria.
As pretty as it comes. As Alwin Alday now, one of the designated shooters here for AllStar Bacolod. Javi, in terms of, you know, scoring explosion, boy, Bacolod needs a whole lot of that from Alwin Alday in this game.
Oh yeah, Alwin Alday will have to double or triple his effort now that Marky is not around for this game.
Alday converts his second charity, cutting down the Nueva Ecija lead to just a single point.
The free throws will also play an important part here for Bacolod. Only 50% in that elimination round game against Nueva Ecija.
As Filbasket is brought to us by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation. Renz Palma now kicks it out to Chris Biton. Over to Michael Mabulak. Jump shot good.
A methodical breakdown of the defense right there by Nueva Ecija. Inside and out, drawing the defense, making them rotate and getting the best quality shot possible.
We would like to thank Contigo Scoreboard, our multi-sport scoring solutions. 3-point game over here. Last 2:18 to go in our first quarter. Ilagan cross-court is the dangerous pass. Deflected that time by Chris Biton. Almost a near interception.
They blitzed Alwin Alday on the ball screen action on the right flank, forcing Alwin to give up the ball to Raymond Ilagan, who was looking to go cross-court. Almost telegraphed right there by Nueva Ecija.
Ilagan now. They're freeing up Alwin Alday. Shadowed here by Palma. Puts the jump shot up, off the glass and good.
Almost great defense right there by Nueva Ecija. It looked like Renz Palma was able to shackle Alday. But we all know all day he can put up those difficult shots.
Our prize money sponsor, meanwhile, is brought to us by eMedisure Pharmacy. Chris Biton now. The kick out nearly thwarted. Renz Palma for free splash from downtown.
Well, that's just going to be a heartbreaker for Bacolod if guys like Renz Palma and Michael Wico able to knock down three-pointers early on in this game.
Again, those two guys that you mentioned, Javi, they're more slashers than shooters. But if they're hitting their shots from downtown, hey, if you're Nueva Ecija, you gotta enjoy that as Raymond Ilagan swishes one from 18 feet.
Oh, Raymond Ilagan so far doing a good job of hitting those open shots from the perimeter.
Biton now. Double team here by Casino and Ilagan. Macaloni trying to get away from the defense, puts a wild one up, rebounded here by Tulipas.
Gallant stand on defense right there for Bacolod, not giving up any tiki-taki fouls.
And a foul here is whistled against Jonathan Uylowan. So take a look at this again. Casino, the dish, Ilagan, catch and shoot, swish.
Macaloni was just a tad bit too late on closing out on that shot.
As Jerome Garcia now has entered the ball game for AllStar Bacolod. J.K. Casino back up to Ilagan in rhythm jump shot. Swish again for Raymond Ilagan. Back-to-back hits for the former St. Francis of Assisi standout.
Oh, he is feeling it early on in this game, Anthony.
Renz Palma now. The drive. Oh, blocked mid-air by Alwin Alday, and he's letting him hear it, Javi. Alwin Alday yelling in Renz Palma's ear.
Oh, Coach Gerson Cabiltes has made his team run that double screen, having the wing player pop out of the opposite wing.
As Uyloan cannot respond from distance. JK Casino on the drive, strip that time. Here comes Uyloan. Over now to Balucanag, flying mid-air is Bobby Balucanag to the hoop.
3-on-1 break, run to perfection by Nueva Ecija, and nothing really Alday could do to stop the Capitals' transition play.
Last 6 seconds of the first quarter, Alday trying to hook Balucanag around him. Is fouled that time. So a timeout here is being called. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this. Bobby Balucanag flying to the hoop on that smart 5G instant replay. We'll be back for more Filbasket semi-final action after this. First quarter action here in this semi-final matchup featuring the Nueva Ecija Capitals and the AllStar Bacolod Ballers. 19-17 is our score. Closing seconds of our first quarter. Alwin Alday open free from the left wing. Splash! Alwin Alday connects from downtown. And that will end our first quarter of action. The AllStar Bacolod Ballers up by 1, surprisingly. 20-19 against the Nueva Ecija Capitals. As we take a look at this again on our replay screens, Alwin Alday letting it fly is all day Alday. And that will end our first quarter of action. 20-19 is our score. You're watching the Filbasket Summer Championship semi-final action featuring the Nueva Ecija Capitals and the AllStar Bacolod BingoPlus. Anthony Perez here on the call. Joining me is Javi Pelania. As the crowd is enjoying the game, the action here at the San Jose del Monte Sports Complex. And we'd like to greet some listeners joining us over on Facebook, Twitter, Kumu. As you take a look at this, the first quarter field goal shooting for both these squads. Javi, AllStar Bacolod, their shooting has been quite well, and that's why we ended the first quarter with them leading by 1.
Yeah, 53% para dito sa Bacolod and 35% only for Nueva Ecija. They are also leading the rebounding category 12-8 as Alwin Alday knocks down another basket for his squad. So Bacolod really looking to keep in pace with the Capitals early on in this game.
And that's what you mentioned a while ago, Javi, in our pregame show, no? They have to play fast. They have to shoot well in order to withstand this Nueva Ecija deep lineup.
Exactly. They have to play fast, play with intent, and play with poise. They have to be able to overcome the pressure defense that Nueva Ecija is known for, as you see that trademark floater by Alwin Alday.
So far, AllStar Bacolod keeping in step with Nueva Ecija without the services of the ageless Mark Yee. As we take a look now at Commissioner Jai Reyes enjoying the action from the sidelines.
Yeah, poker face right there, pero enjoy it.
He doesn't say much on camera, but among ourselves, Javi, well, we know Commissioner Jai, he knows how to cook up a story.
Camera siya yan eh.
So 22-22 is our score with 8:55 to go in our second quarter. Richard Alba open for free, cannot find the rim, and the ball will go back to the side of Nueva Ecija.
Now that is also one guy who can hit it from the outside and in a hurry. In fact, Richard Albo, microwave guy para kay Coach Alex Angeles into the ball game.
Meanwhile, Happily is available via delivery, take out, and grab. Bitoon splits the D over to Macaloni, charging through, and is fouled by Adrian Lau.
Great timing right there on the pass by Chris Bitoon, giving Macaloni just enough space to get his footing in launching for that shot.
And again, the All-Star Bacolod bigs have a handful to contain in terms of the Nueva Ecija Capitals big men. Will Macaloni is just one of your many problems, Javi.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Anthony, you know, when I was rewatching that elimination round game between Bacolod and Nueva Ecija, I learned during that game, I think it was also you who was calling that match, that Will Macaloni, also great story after his college years, worked as an electrical lineman.
Right. Before rediscovering basketball via the MPBL, I think, and then finally made his way onto the NLEX Road Warrior squad. Even joined them in the bubble.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, really a lot of success stories here to Filbasket.
Stepping is the call by our referee, sending the ball back to the white shirts. Alwin Alday apologizing for that. Meanwhile, a timeout is being called here by Coach Gerson Cabiltes, looking to talk things over with his white shirts. Back to the action here at the San Jose del Monte Sports Complex as we take a look at team averages for Nueva Ecija and All-Star Bacolod. Boy, Javi, Nueva Ecija, look at that, 94.7 points per game. One of our leading scoring teams in the tournament.
Yeah, and they have been able to win their games by almost 20 points per game. That is just a testament to the dominance of the team of Coach Gerson Cabiltes. But look at the department as we see the ICC Blue Hawks enjoying the action here dito sa Filbasket Semi-Finals. We look at the department that the AllStar Bacolod Ballers were leading in those team averages. That three-point shooting percentage was the only department that Bacolod was up at. So they will look at that three-point shot as a valuable weapon in this game.
Ooh, Bobby Bulucanag, bit of trouble hitting that rim. Meanwhile, back to the action we go. Alwin Alday kicks it over to Richard Albo, short from downtown. Adrian Lau tracks it down. Kick out. Jerome Garcia, 9 seconds to the shot clock for Bacolod. Trying to work it inside, is fouled that time.
And Jerome Garcia deciding to go one-on-one when Adrian Lau was wide open on his left side. But luckily was able to fish for a foul. You see there Adrian Lau asking for the basketball.
And having in their previous games, leading up to their quarterfinal match, Adrian Lau was stepping up for AllStar Bacolod, scoring in double digits for them. So they may want to call on his number in this game, especially if you're down your big in Marquee.
Exactly, and this guy is no pushover, former Vismin Super Cup MVP. So this guy can definitely put up the numbers when needed. And this is a game where his performance is definitely needed by Coach Alex Angeles now that they don't have Marquee in their lineup.
Catch and shoot. Garcia overcooks it. But ball will stay with the blue shirts with 5 seconds to the shot clock for Bacolod.
5 seconds on the shot clock, 5 seconds to shoot.
Casino taking it out of bounds. Looking for a receiver, finds Adrian Lau along the baseline. Looking to bang body, swatted away by Mike Coloni. Here comes Renz Palma, switching mid-air. Cannot finish though, but Will McAloney still no go on the second serving.
A lucky break right there by Bacolod. That was a gimme that Renz Palma missed.
Meanwhile, we'll turn it over courtside to Sam and Nadja for a report.
Thank you, Anthony. Sabi ni Coach Alex Angeles ng AllStar Bacolod Ballers na kailangan nila pumukpok sa depensa, mas lalo na sa transition defense dahil malakas nga daw kumuha ng rebound ang Nueva Ecija Capitals. So they have to work out on their individual and team defense at sa pagdating sa pag-box out. Ano naman balita sa kabilang koponan, Naj?
Thank you, Sam. Ayun nga, galing ako sa huddle ng Nueva Ecija and it was short and sweet with 3 important instructions from Coach Gerson. Stay close to your man, challenge their shots, do not go for the steals. Back to you, Anthony and Javi.
Do not go for the steals, Javi. Great instruction that time by Coach Gerson Cabildes. Kasi ganun yung nilalaro ng AllStar Bacolod eh. They're a team who is scrappy, is gritty, nagsisteal mga yan. Pero yung defensive discipline, kailangan nandun pa rin.
Exactly, as you see that eye in the sky play, Chris Bitoon to Bobby Balocanag in transition for Nueva Ecija, upping the lead to 6 points, 28-22. We will be back after this timeout.
Filbasket Semi-Final action here at the San Jose del Monte Sports Complex with the Nueva Ecija Capitals up 6-28 versus the AllStar Bacolod Ballers 22. And so far, Javi, that has been the story of our game. No? Medyo nagkakadikitan yung parehong kupunan. No? But this 6-point lead for Nueva Ecija, again, the largest of the game so far for them.
Well, so far it has been a game of runs for both teams. Towards the end of the first quarter, it was Bacolod storming to take the lead in this game, but Nueva Ecija answering back with a run of their own to take control of this game.
Handoff action here between Solis and Daniel Villarias. That's going to be a travel, as you said, Javi. Easy call for even you to make.
Yeah, obviously, Daniel Villarias put his foot down before dribbling the basketball.
Meanwhile, Wilson is the official game ball of the 2022 Filbasket. Chris Bitoon now. Looking to direct traffic against Joel Liu. Puts a wild one up, and he fishes a foul against Liu, if I'm not mistaken. Joel Liu immediately apologizing to Chris for that. Take a look at this again on our screens. Joel Liu trying to reach for it.
Oh, it was that left leg that caught Chris Bitoon off balance. It was clean up top, but that leg definitely hampering the shot of Chris Bitoon.
And that's why he was off balance on that shot, Javi.
The referee's looking at the replay to see what the proper call should be. But before we resume action, I'd like to give a shout out to Joel Liu's sister, Joella Liu, who's watching this game from Cebu.
I'm sure she's enjoying her brother's game this time.
Well, I'm sure she wasn't enjoying that foul that he committed. But I'm sure she is cheering for Bacolod to win this game. A lot of Bacolod noons and Cebuanos cheering on their players here.
As we would like to thank Contigo Scoreboard, our multi-sport scoring solutions. Of course, Chris Biton, part of that AICC Manila Filbasket Championship winning squad. One of the veteran guards for Coach Gerson Cabilte's squad. The tap does not fall, but it will still remain with the white shirts and 14 on the shot clock.
Oh, Anthony, you know, sino bang di veterano dito sa team ni Coach Gerson?
Everyone happy. Meanwhile, we'd like to give a shout out to Ate Nurlin and Kuya Renz watching from Brunei and the Escalante family from Binlod, Argao, Cebu. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood at pagsuporta sa Filbasket.
And that time, Joel Liu able to get one up against Chris Biton, drawing the offensive foul on the nudge.
Take a look at this again. Biton.
Extension of the arm.
Right. Little shove that time, sending Joel Liu to the floor. So back to the action we go. J-Boy Solis trying to bring down the basketball, but running into trouble that time. Richard Albo, the quick pass to Joel Liu, got caught up in the air. Ilagan is fouled on the way up.
The poise and the presence of mind for Joel Liu to spin in the direction of Raymond Ilagan and deliver him the pass, despite the defense shutting the door down on him in the interior.
Meanwhile, Philip Manalang entering the game for Nueva Ecija alongside Pamboy Raimundo at the other guard spot. Two-point guard combination here being put up for Nueva Ecija. So Raymond Ilagan, the St. Francis of Assisi product, is at the free throw line. Meanwhile, Filbasket is brought to us by Celium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation. Hits that second charity to go.
8 points now in the game for Ilagan.
Manalang. They're trying to break the press here by AllStar Bacolod. Stephen Siruma now. Over to Pamboy. Little jump shot. Does not fall. But foul is being called off the basketball. And it's going against Michael Mabulak.
And so far, Bacolod doing an impressive job of crashing the boards in this game. Out-rebounding Nueva Ecija still. They're +2, 16-14.
Slim advantage though, but if you're Bacolod, you're taking that every day, Javi. Meanwhile, our prize money sponsor is brought to us by eMedisure Pharmacy. To lead Nueva Ecija in rebounding, even by just a couple, is huge for Bacolod.
Definitely.
Cranial Viloria trying to drive against Pamboy. Kicks it out over to J-Boy Solis. A little floater in the lane is good.
J-Boy Solis has been very successful in knocking down those floaters and perimeter jumpers. One of the guys who was to step up in knocking down shots from that area for Coach Alex Angeles, as that trademark high-low play by Nueva Ecija, delivery by Shaq Taganas to Mabulak inside.
Big-to-big connection working here for Nueva Ecija. Meanwhile, Joel Liu goes under the Albo screen. Richard Albo, bottled up by Siruma. Ilagan, over now to Cranial. He's got Pamboy Raimundo on him. Cranial, little step back jump shot is fouled on his jumper by Pamboy.
Great recognition right there by Cranial Viloria, seeing that there was a height mismatch, but before that, seeing that high-low play once again. Taganas to Mabulak. How many times have we seen that?
That big-to-big pass is our assist delivery brought to us by Happily. Happily is available by delivery, take out and grab. And you'd like that, no, Javi, if you're Coach Gerson Cabiltes, no? Your bigs able to play make for you.
Well, that really eases off the burden of your other guards when your bigs are able to make those kinds of passes.
Fans enjoying the action from the sidelines. Just a slim 2-point lead here for Nueva Ecija, 30-28. 4:08 to go here in our second quarter. Pamboy Raimundo open for free. Splash it home from the corner.
So Bacolod playing a 1-3-1 zone on that occasion. Pamboy Raimundo busting that zone with a three-pointer from the left corner.
Viloria now over to Ilagan. Little jump shot from 15. Does not fall. Sol is keeping it alive. Pamboy Raimundo comes down with it. Manalang over to Mabulak. Oh, he is fouled from behind by Joel Liu, sending Mabulak to the floor, and he looks pretty much pissed about that, Javi.
I'm not sure that was the right play to make for Joel Liu. Obviously, he had no business in that area, and nothing really much he could do against the taller and heftier Michael Mabulak, but it gives his team an opportunity to set their defense.
So Pamboy now finds Stephen Seruma down the baseline, and good for two.
Oh, that was forthcoming right there for Nueva Ecija. Stephen Seruma was open for a long time in that baseline.
So Nueva Ecija slowly but surely building a 7-point lead over here, as a steal here is caused by their defense. Seruma to Mabulak for two.
That is why it is hard to beat this Nueva Ecija Capitals team, is because everybody from their point guards to their centers are able to run the floor. That time Michael Mabulak, the recipient of a pass by Stephen Seruma.
Seruma causes the steal and gives that last-minute dish to Michael Mabulak for two. That was our smart 5G instant replay.
If Bacolod cannot improve their transition defense, then Nueva Ecija will definitely take advantage of those easy opportunities on the break.
As you see, the defense being turned into offense by Nueva Ecija. In their last game, they had 38 points off turnovers, Javi. So Nueva Ecija knows how to use that defense to good use. Michael Mabulak now trying to drive against Raymond Ilagan. Looking to body up on him. Kick out. Pamboy. Drive. Back out to Manalang. 8 seconds on the shot clock for Nueva. Manalang, little spinning jump shot. No go. Rebounded here by Viloria. Up ahead. Joel Liu. Banging bodies. Falling to the ground. JK Casino comes down with it. Ilagan. Back out to Cranial. Fought about it against Seruma. Down to 8 for Bacolod. Adrian Lau. 17-footer. Splash.
Perimeter jumper right there. Once again for an AllStar Bacolod Ballers BingoPlus big.
Pamboy. Over now to Stephen. Taganas now, top of the key. Raimundo goes under the Baby Shack screen. Pamboy puts it up, and one coming up for Pamboy Raimundo.
Well, previously, Bacolod had a hard time containing Chris Biton. Right now, the third point guard off that bench for Coach Jerson Cabiltes, Pamboy Raimundo. Still a very able gunner despite his advanced age. A lot of experience right here for the former San Sebastian Stag.
Of course, bringing that championship tradition to the side of Coach Jerson Cabiltes is Pamboy Raimundo, a veteran of many basketball wars, Javi, dating back to the NCAA.
And really brings still a lot of tenacity and intensity. I mean, if you play with a Pinatubo trio, then definitely that is something that you will have to possess.
And the Pinatubo trio at that era, having their NCAA tenure, they were the highlighted trio. But Pamboy Raimundo was the heart and soul of that team, you could say.
That's very true, Anthony.
Colonel Viloria able to respond with a free, as our prize money sponsor is brought to us by eMedisure Pharmacy. Turnover here caused by the Bacolod defense. Here comes Cranial Viloria. Cannot hit from back-to-back tries.
I'm not sure that was the best shot right there for Bacolod. They had the numbers in transition, but Viloria opting to pull up for the jumper from straight away.
Philip Manalang now. Over to Bringas. Is short on his jump shot. Boarded here by Alday.
There's a lot of bodies really flying here in this game, Anthony.
The physicality is up to a level 10, Javi.
10 lang ba? Parang 13 na nga eh.
Casino on the flyby, swishes the jump shot.
First 2 points in this game for JK Casino. his offensive production will also be needed here. Again, it's not enough that one or two guys step up. Everybody has to do their share.
Again, Bacolod trying to man up without Marquis. Stephen Seruma makes matters worse for them, hitting a free-pointer that time.
Also not a welcome sign for Bacolod when a guy like Stephen Seruma, yes, he has that outside shot in his arsenal, but not really known for his scoring when playing against Coach Gerson Cabiltes. So a bonus right here for Nueva Ecija.
Viloria now, shadowed here by Bringas. 4 seconds to work with. Viloria puts the jump shot up. Cannot get the lucky bounce. Raymond Ilagan carving out some space inside.
Oh, Ilagan has been doing a yeoman's job on the boards, knocking down perimeter shots, and just keeping his team in this game. We see here again, the replay, offensive rebound, and putting that shot back up.
And that was our pure gold move of the game from Raymond Ilagan. Meanwhile, timeout here. We'll be back after a few. Semi-final action here at the San Jose del Monte Sports Complex, featuring the Nueva Ecija Capitals and the AllStar Bacolod Ballers. 43-39 is our score in favor of the Capitals. Final 11.0 seconds left in our first half of action. As Pamboy Raimundo letting this one roll. Trying to map out the last play of our first half. Pamboy now steps into it for free. That is short. Bringas keeping it alive. And that will sound the horn. And now it is out. We have reached the halfway point of our ball game. 43 is our score to 39. Nueva Ecija with a 4-point advantage against AllStar Bacolod here at the half, Javi. As we have reached the halfway point of our ball game, Nueva Ecija holding on to a slim 4-point advantage here against the AllStar Bacolod Ballers. Javi, it has been a game of runs. Nueva Ecija putting in some, AllStar Bacolod putting in some, trying to weather the storm without Marquis.
Yeah, Nueva Ecija was able to establish a 6-point lead midway through that second quarter, with Bacolod inching closer as we will finish this first half. 43-39 is the score. Crania Viloria already with 12 points at the half, and Raymond Ilagan doing a great job on the boards and putting up points for his squad. 10 points for the former big man out of St. Francis of Assisi College. As we turn you over now to courtside with Najee Miravales, who is with Michael Wico.
Thank you, Anthony and Javi. We are here with Michael Wico. Michael, ang ganda ng pinapakita niyong performance so far. Anong nagustuhan mo sa pinapakita niyo in the first half?
Siguro yung halos lahat ng game plan namin na nagawa namin. So, pero medyo may konting mistake lang sa game plan. So, kaya nakadikit ng konti.
Nabanggit mo yung mistake niyo, Michael. Paano niyo iiwasan to ngayon to keep the lead?
Siguro stay focused lang kami, tsaka stay disciplined lang. Kung anong pinagawa ng coach namin, yun ang gagawin namin.
Thank you, Michael. Good luck. Back to you, Anthony and Javi.
All right, thank you very much, Najee Miravales, with that report from Michael Wico. As we'll leave you there at halftime. We'll be back after these.
Dear classmates, I congratulate us for having the power. Who would have thought one can major in social media, minor in cartology, or major in Mobile Legends, minor in Ensaymada Baking, or major in TikTok, minor in anime studies. Totoo and chismis, we really can do it all. And since we still have loads to discover, it is time to get giga-powered with Smart Giga-Power. Enjoy 20 gigabytes for all sites and apps for only 149 pesos, so we can jump from app to app, passion to passion, chika to chika.
Para more ang saya.
Get giga-powered na, day!
My apologies. Download the GigaLife app and choose Giga Power. Simple, smart ako.
Not in my house. Let's go! Come on, come on!
Right, you talk about reaching back and throwing it down.
And the Prince loves it.
Oh my God! And on three. 1, 2, 3.
Win.
we are here at the halfway point of this one. Nueva Ecija Capitals and the AllStar Bacolod Ballers BingoPlus featuring in our second game of our doubleheader for this evening. It's there's game 1 of their semi-final best-of-3 series with Nueva Ecija leading 43 at the half versus 39. As you take a look now at some highlights from that first half of action with Bobby Bulacan swooping in over to the hoop and Alwin Villarias answering with a beautiful reverse layup of his own. Meanwhile, the high-low plays of Nueva Ecija from Taganas and Mabulac have been clicking as well. Steven Saruma adding to their point tally from downtown. As you take a look now, Javi, at some halftime statistics, field goal shooting and free-point field goals are what stands out.
Yeah, field goal shooting ahead dito ang AllStar Bacolod Ballers BingoPlus. 47%, but more attempts and more makes for Nueva Ecija, thus hence the 4-point lead. Also, the 3-point shooting has been contributing to that cause. 5 out of 13 from the outside compared to just 3 of 8 for Bacolod. Rebounding, however, Bacolod has done a good job of out-rebounding Nueva Ecija in this game, 21-17. Again, Anthony, to your point earlier, when Bacolod is able to out-rebound Nueva Ecija, who have a slew of big men who are very capable of crashing the board, guys like Chuck Taganas, JJ Collado, and Michael Mabulac, they are definitely doing a good job. They are definitely doing something right. But assists have been on the side here of Nueva Ecija, 15-11. Both teams, 26 assists between these two teams. You know that both squads are really trying to move the ball and get the best quality shot possible. As you see here, the leading scorers for both squads, Alwin Villarias with 12 points, Raymond Ilagan with 10, Alwin Alday with 9, and JK Casino 2 points pa lamang dito sa ating laro for Bacolod. On the other side, it's more of a balanced scoring para sa Nueva Ecija. Michael Wico with 7, Michael Mabulac and Pamboy Raimundo with 6 apiece, and Bobby Balocanag with 5 quality points here para kay Coach Gerson Cabiltes.
And meanwhile, from our leading scorers, we'll now switch it over courtside to Sam Coloso for an interview. Sam?
Thank you, Anthony. Kasama ko nga ngayon si Coach RB Mangahas from the AllStar Bacolod Ballers. Coach RB, wala nga si Marky, pero dikit ang laban.
Yeah, yun nga. So sinabi na rin namin sa mga players namin, even though nawala si Marky, kailangan namin mag-step up. Kailangan pa rin namin magtulungan as a team para makuha namin tong game na to.
Coach, anong sandata natin para makuha ang upset?
Yun nga. So syempre mag-i-stick kami sa game plan namin. Kailangan namin umi-stop, kailangan namin dumifense para makuha nga namin tong game 1 na to.
Thank you so much, Coach RB, and good luck to you and your team. Back to you, Anthony and Javi.
Right, thank you very much, Sam, for that interview with Coach RB Mangas. When it's defense you're talking about, Javi, RB Mangas knows a lot of that because when he played alongside Arwin Santos in FEU, that was their calling card, defense.
Oh yeah, definitely one of the things that Coach Koy Banal really highlighted in that era. Coach Koy Banal and Coach Bert Flores, that was really their calling card, talking about the FEU Tamaraws in that time, and they're trying to espouse that right here with Bacolod, trying to stop itong Nueva Ecija Capitals from winning this first game of their semi-final matchup.
And talking about FEU basketball, Javi, I have a feeling lang, you know a little bit about FEU basketball. Konti lang.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Of course, Javi Palanya knows how to win a championship also with FEU. So pretty much familiar with that basketball program. Pero back to this game, Javi, Bacolod and Nueva Ecija, neither team really gaining a big advantage over the other.
That's right. As we said earlier, this is a game of runs. Both teams really playing in spurts at certain moments of the game. Which team will be able to have the final say in this game? They will come out on top.
So referee signaling Michael Wico for that sideline inbounds to begin our second half of action. And it's also good to note here pala, for Nueva Ecija, Coach Gerson Cabiltes is being supported here by none other than his mentor, Coach Stevenson Chu, along the bench.
Walang Coach Gerson Cabiltes kung walang Coach Stevenson Chu. And Coach Chu, really a legend, especially in the Filipino-Chinese basketball arena, a coach of Hope Christian College.
Coach Stevenson Chu, he should be proud of what his mentee has been able to accomplish, Javi, in the Filbasket.
Oh yeah, definitely. a winner of numerous championships in the year 2021, as Michael Wico able to score on another transition attack. One of the keys in that first half for Nueva Ecija, 10-0 fast break points para sa Capitals in that first half, and they continue to pour it on as we start our second half.
10 fast break points for Nueva Ecija, using that defense to fuel their offense. In their last game, Javi, they had 38 points off turnover. So Nueva Ecija knows what to do once they get control of that basketball.
That's right. And also during their elimination round game against Bacolod, they had 38 fast break points.
Wow.
Compared to 24 from Bacolod.
Again, Nueva Ecija, that's their calling card, no, Javi. Either, again, they run you down with their guards, or they look to pound it inside with their big men.
Exactly. So it's up to you which of those you will allow, because it's hard to limit both of those aspects for the Nueva Ecija Capitals, because you know that they will get their share on either one of those categories.
As Byron Villarias, top of the key, triple splash for Byron. And he's been having a field day with that in his past 3 games, Javi. At least 4 triples each in his previous 2 outings.
That is his primary job on this team, to knock down the 3-point shot. Byron Villarias still waxing hot, coming from the previous game where he earned Player of the Game honors.
JK Casino looking to answer. Splash here for JK.
That cuts this double-digit advantage to single numbers.
50-42 is our score. 7:50 to go in our third quarter. Mabulak banging inside against Ilagan. Oh, he just shoved him over, and Michael Mabulak doing the flex.
Oh, single coverage, no problem right there against Raymond Ilagan. Michael Mabulak, this guy battled a lot against Junior Fajardo in practice when he was with the San Miguel Beermen.
So he knows how to bang bodies inside with the best of them. As they turn over here. Or no, check that. It will remain with AllStar Bacolod Ballers.
And the best of them, indeed, Junmar Fajardo, 6-time PBA MVP.
Michael Mabulak taking a page from that with that inside move. Casino cannot go for back-to-back hits. Here comes Cranial. Viloria under the Lao screen, driving against Wico. Viloria down the lane is good.
14 points now in the game for Cranial Viloria, but he has had to bleed for his points. 4 out of 11 from the field.
Again, it's not about the point tally, Javi, but the quality of your points as well that really matters. Michael Mabulak trying to squeeze it inside to Byron, is intercepted that time by Adrian Lau. Here comes Cranial. Goes under the Ilagan screen. Back out to JK Casino. Free splash!
Hit one earlier from the same spot. This time all alone, knocking it down from 3.
JK Casino, Javi, all Filbasket tournament long, he hasn't had really a scoring outburst to speak of, no? But in this game, when they are down marquee, boy, JK Casino, what a time to come out.
Exactly. And 8 points now in the game for the former CEU stalwart.
Hesed Gabo responds this time with a jump shot.
Back and forth again we go here, Anthony, in this third quarter.
7-point advantage here for Nueva Ecija, 54-47. Casino, the drive, puts it up, no go. Ilagan, follow up, no, still. Here comes Hesed Gabo. On the other end, is fouled hard and he hits the deck. But slow to get up is Hesed. And he's helped up here by Cranial Viloria. Good sign of sportsmanship that time. As we take a look at this, Wico up ahead to Hesed Gabo. Oh, I think it was his ankle that got caught up with the leg of Cranial Viloria. That's why it was hard for him to get up. Second foul on Cranial Viloria. As we take a look at Coach Stevenson Chu, the mentor of Coach Jerson Cabildes.
He's listed as a consultant here for the Nueva Ecija Capitals.
And I'm sure Coach Stevenson Chu had a lot to say after Coach Jerson Cabildes dropped his opening game against Tanduay in the Filbasket Summer Championships. No? Because since then, they have had a 10-game winning streak.
Well, I'm sure he went to his mentor, talking about Coach Jerson Cabildes after that loss. But Coach Stevenson Chu would say to Coach Gerson Cabiltes that, you know, that's just one game, that's just one loss, that was your opening match, still a lot of games to play. And look at the performance of Nueva Ecija in this tournament, just leading over the competition after that opening day loss to Tanduay.
Meanwhile, we would like to thank Antigo Scoreboard, our multi-sport scoring solutions, as Raymond Ilagan drills another jump shot from the side.
Bacolod has been doing a good job of setting up Raymond Ilagan for those perimeter jumpers.
Goleado now, trying to work against Adrian Lau. JJ moving him to the jump hook, rims out. Rebounded here by Lau. Here comes Viloria and Bacolod. Meanwhile, we'll turn it over courtside to Sam and Nadja for a report.
Thank you, Anthony. Sabi ni Coach Alex Angeles ng AllStar Bacolod Ballers, 4 lang ang laman ng turnovers ng Nueva Ecija Capitals. Sabi ni Coach Alex, this is still a good news for them dahil dominant pa din ang AllStar Bacolod Ballers sa rebounds at sila pa din nag-i-initiate ng contact pag may titira. Paalala ni Coach, ingat lang sa bola, don't put extra motion. Sabi niya sa players, good job but you have to do a better job this time. Anong balita dyan, Naj?
Thank you, Sam. Sa Nueva Ecija Capitals dugout, it was a team effort huddle. We all know how good of a Coach Gerson is, but I love how he gave his guys the freedom to share insights on how they should attack a situation. After discussing their play, Coach Gerson reminded them to let the plays flow dahil darating din naman sa kanila ang bola. He reminded them to do what is right, not what is easy. Back to you, Anthony and Javi.
Do what is right, not what is easy. You kind of like that, no, Javi? Again, not mattering what the situation is, still doing what needs to be done, as Adrian Lau showing what has to be done that time, converting inside for an end-one opportunity.
Great effort right there for Adrian Lau, not giving up on that play, cleaning up his own miss and getting that putback up to goal, plus the foul, and makes 2 on his bonus free throw. Just a 4-point game right here for Bacolod.
Bacolod fans in the crowd shouting defense, loving the action here. Hesed Gabo puts one up from 3. It's good for Hesed.
Well, every time that Bacolod seems to come close, Nueva Ecija able to answer back. That time, Hesed Gabo answering with a 3-pointer.
Meanwhile, our prize money sponsor is brought to us by eMedisure Pharmacy. Michael Mabulak touches it down for 2.
And this has been something that Bacolod has not been able to improve since our halftime break. Every time they give up a turnover or give up a missed basket, nobody goes back in transition to stop the fast break attack.
And if Mark Yee was here, Javi Boy, he'd tell his teammates about it. He'd make that known to them. Take a look at this again. The strip by Michael Wico. Up ahead to Michael Mabulak for the easy 2. That is our 5G, smart 5G instant replay. Mabulak with the finish.
It's the 5-man for Nueva Ecija who was able to sprint and run down the defense of Bacolod on that occasion. Michael Mabulak finishing on the break for Nueva Ecija.
As you said, Javi, Nueva Ecija has those running bigs to their favor. Byron Villarias left wing free. Offline, Michael Wico keeping it alive. And ball will stay with Nueva Ecija.
You saw on your screens momentarily the fast break story in this game. 16-0 in favor of Nueva Ecija. So that running game really working wonders and compounding the woes here for Bacolod.
JK Casino now brings it up against Hesed Gabo. Trying to map out the play for them. Garcia over now to Casino. Lau puts the jump shot up from 16. That is way short. And Raymond Ilagan is called there for the foul. Meanwhile, subs checking in again here for Nueva Ecija. Jonathan Uyloan checking in. Chris Bitoon also entering the ball game. Hesed Gabo sitting down. Meanwhile, Joel Liu enters the ball game here for JK Casino. As Filbasket is brought to us by Celium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation. 63-54 is our score with 2:48 to go in our third quarter. Macaloni now. Over now to Balucanag. Underneath is good.
Big-to-big connection once again for Nueva Ecija. Macaloni driving to his strong hand and finding Bobby Balucanag open on that baseline. Just that athletic ability to go up for that shot despite the defense.
Liu over to Jerome Garcia in the corner. Long in that time. Adrian Lau cleans up the mess. Is good.
Well, consistency right now is what Bacolod needs to work on. They've had their moments in this game, but for them to be able to get back from this double-digit advantage, this 9-point lead that they are staring at, consistency will have to be the key on both ends of the basketball para dito kay Coach Alex Angeles.
Especially having their transition defense because of the fast break points that they've surrendered to Nueva Ecija.
Exactly. Transition defense will have to improve for Bacolod. They cannot be demoralized every time they turn over the ball or miss a basket. They will have to get back on defense and stop the attack on transition for Nueva Ecija.
Albo's three-pointer attempt is short. Macaloni corrals that one. Last 1:30 to go in our third quarter. Uyloan under the double screen by Balucanag and Macaloni. Renz Palma. Over now to Bobby Balucanag. Inside again for two.
Able to slip his way past the defense once again, and that great recognition by Renz Palma to locate Bobby B.
So back to a double-digit advantage here for Nueva Ecija, 67-56. Last minute of the third quarter here.
Active hands right there by Renz Palma, forcing the ball out of bounds. See that slip by Bobby Balucanag, and that great entry pass by Renz Palma.
And that is our happily assist delivery of the game. Palma to Balucanag. John Pastillas now entering the ball game. Over to Nomer Gonzalez from three. No go. Ball will remain with the blue shirts with 14 seconds on the shot clock.
Nomer Gonzalez in Pastillas. Fresh faces on the floor para dito kay Coach Alex Angeles. Let's see if they can be able to make an impact.
Really digging deep into his bench. Again, Bacolod trying to man up without the services of Markey in this one. Needing all hands on deck, Javi. Especially as they're down their leader. Nomer Gonzalez here with the pass to John Pastillas. Fouled up top there by Will Macaloni.
Not buckling under pressure right there was Nomer Gonzalez. Great recognition to find Pastillas.
Again, Javi, if you're Bacolod, you're not only losing Mark Yee, who scored 22 and 15 rebounds in their quarterfinal win against Makati, but you're also losing his leadership, his grit, his toughness. Those are the hallmarks of what Mark Yee is. As Renz Palma, the mid-air contortion, no go, as Wilson is the official game ball of the 2022 Filbasket. Joel Liu, the drive. Trying to strip it over to Nomer, is stolen by Beton. Here comes Balucanag down the lane. Ball rips out, and it is recovered by Urloan and put back for two.
Once again, poor transition defense by Bacolod.
Not getting the stops where they need to. Albo catch and shoot offline, and that will end the third quarter of action. Nueva Ecija 69, AllStar Bacolod Ballers 57. Nueva Ecija Javi using their defense to fuel their offense here.
In defense, coupling that with great plays on offense. J.K. Casino trying to get his team back into this game. He had 2 threes in that third quarter from the same spot. But guys like Bobby Balucanag able to puncture that defense in that interior to give Nueva Ecija this 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter, 69-57. We will be back after this quarter break.
Filbasket, please follow our social media pages on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Kumu. At huwag niyo pong kalimutan na mag-subscribe sa aming YouTube channel. Thank you.
Back to the action here at the San Jose del Monte Sports Complex. Commish Jai Reyes enjoying the action here from the sideline, sharing a smile as Dino Lee looking on as well. Anthony Perez still here on the call. Joining me is Javi Pelanya. Javi, the action may be heating up here on the court featuring Nueva Ecija and Bacolod. But we're also watching out for something, Filbasket fans, because on social media we have just released our Filbasket tournament defensive team as we take a look first at the scoring totals here for Nueva Ecija and Bacolod. But back to our point, Javi, Bacolod missing the services of Mark E, who is already part of our all-defensive team, but Nueva Ecija enjoying the services of Michael Wico, joining them on the floor.
That's right, and other than Michael Wico and Mark E, you have Ron Denison from Muntinlupa, Felix Aprecu from Danao City, and Jexter Apinan completing that all-defensive team as Jerome Garcia hitting a three-point shot from the left corner. Welcome sign here for Coach Alex Angeles to begin our penultimate quarter.
Showing the signs of life is Jerome Garcia. Much needed three-pointer at that. 7-point game it is as Uiloan gets bottled up here by Joel Liu. Meanwhile, on our Filbasket all-tournament defensive team, Javi, a great sign to find there is Felix Aprecu. Danao City might not be a winning team in our Filbasket, but you still have to enjoy the effort being shown by Felix Aprecu.
Definitely.
As timeout is being called over here, we'll be back after a few. Filbasket semi-final action here at the San Jose del Monte Sports Complex. Fans enjoying the action from the sidelines, cheering on Bacolod and Nueva Ecija. This is the second game of our doubleheader for the evening semi-final matchup here. Game 1 between Nueva Ecija and AllStar Bacolod. Of course, Javi, we were treated to a lopsided win in our opening game, but something that we didn't expect. But hey, Tanduay, their first defeat of the tournament comes in the semifinals at the hands of San Juan.
And what a time for Tanduay to lose their first game of the tournament. And against San Juan at that, the Knights avenging their 2-point loss in the elimination round with a statement win, a 101-75 victory after that 78-76 loss in the elimination round of that game winner by John Byron.
What a turn of events for those two clubs. Meanwhile, we're watching something much closer here as Jerome Garcia able to punch in a free. And it's now just a 4-point advantage here for Nueva Ecija.
Second three-pointer now of the fourth quarter for Jerome Garcia. He is coming alive here in our final period, and another useless foul given up by Alwin Alday.
Take a look
Omar Gonzalez handing it off to the former EAC general, who hoists it up from straight away.
That was our Smart 5G instant replay from Jerome Garcia. Balucanag over to Wico. Bitoon, catch and shoot, right wing free. Rims around and in.
Oh, Pastillas failing to close out right away on Chris Bitoon. That cannot happen.
John now over to Albo. Nomer Gonzalez off the curl, rattles it home. And we'll turn it over now courtside to Sam and Nadja for a report.
Thank you, Anthony. Sabi ni Coach Alex Angeles ng Bacolod Ballers, puro turnover pa din ang lamang. Kailangan ingatan ng bola at mag-execute. Kailangan pumukpok sa depensa individually and as a team. Ano balita sa kabilang koponan, Naj?
Thank you, Sama. Yun na nga, in the huddle, Coach Gerson instructed them to go early during the runs and to wrap up their play. This quarter, the Nueva Ecija Capitals are on a head hunt for their shooters. Back to you, Anthony and Javi.
Thank you very much, Sam and Nadja, for that report. Sabi ni Coach Alex Angeles, Javi, turnover na naman ang problema. Ay talagang turnover yan. At hindi lang yun, pati yung transition defense nila. So, Nueva Ecija just tormenting Bacolod on the offensive side of the floor. As Bulacan cleans up the mess for two.
Another offensive rebound right there for Nueva Ecija. Bacolod still out rebounding Nueva Ecija in this game. But the Capitals are able to come out with those timely offensive rebounds that have been putting itong Bacolod at bay every time they try to come up with a run. See that spin move into the lane by Chris Bitoon. Bobby Balucanag rebounding that basket without any resistance from Bacolod.
And Balucanag has been there at the right place at the right time in this ball game. Now having a recipient of rim runs, a guy who can clean up misses. He's been right there. As Adrian Lau is swatted away by Michael Wico, and happily is available by delivery takeout on grab.
And Wico just proving why he is worthy enough of that all-defensive team citation.
Pastillas now. Back out to Jerome Garcia. Catch and shoot is short that time. Rebound by Chris Bitoon. Capitals ahead by 9. Wico slicing down the lane.
Able to get Nomer Gonzalez in the air with that slight fake, stepping into that shot on the other side of the basket.
That's what you like to see from Michael Wico when he's slashing down the lane. Pastillas is stolen by Renz Palma. Up ahead to Chris Bitoon. Touchdown 2.
Another turnover number 14 in this game for Bacolod, and fast break point number 18 for the Capitals.
No transition defense as that Palma to Bitoon for the easy fast break 2 is our Happily assist delivery of the game. Happily is available via delivery, takeout, and grab. Meanwhile, timeout muna tayo dito. Magbabalik ang Filbasket Semi-Final action. Filbasket semi-final action continues here at the San Jose del Monte Sports Complex for Game 1 of the semi-final matchup featuring the AllStar Bacolod Ballers and the Nueva Ecija Capitals, as Chris Bitoon able to put in an all-around effort with 7 points and 6 assists in this ball game.
3 rebounds to boot, but a lot of players also pouring in the points para dito sa Nueva Ecija Capitals. Michael Mabulak top scoring with 12, Bobby Bulacanag with 11, and Hesed Gapo with 7 as well.
As Will Macaloni causes a turnover, here comes Renz Palma on the layup is good.
Happy fiesta here for Nueva Ecija. They have been feasting on the break.
And they have been uncontested on the break as well, Javi. Their fast break points have been wheeling and dealing here for Nueva Ecija, as Will Macaloni up ahead to Renz Palma with the offhand finish with the right.
Maybe you would see the effort of Bacolod in trying to go back in transition to prevent those fast break attempts by Nueva Ecija, but that's just not working right here because Nueva Ecija just too quick.
And everyone is running sa kanila, no, Javi, from bigs to wings to guards. when everyone is attacking you on the break, it's hard to stop that.
Exactly. When you're on the break, it's hard to mark who to stop. And when you have the whole 5 coming at you,
exactly,
that really is going to be a problem.
I mean, 20 fast break points to none, that really spells the difference, basically. As a bit of a lull here in the action. Referees trying to sort out things momentarily. Take a look at this again. Adrian Lau on the drive. Was hooked by Bobby Bulacanag. So Bobby Bulacanag will be called for his third personal foul as Adrian Lau will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Of course, Adrian Lau, as you take a look at Coach Alex Angeles, watching over. Adrian Lau and the bigs of Bacolod really have a handful to contain in terms of the Nueva Ecija Capitals big men. As JR Taganas and Michael Mabulak enter the ball game now for Nueva Ecija.
Well, this looks to be the finishing 5 for Coach Gerson Cabiltes as we approach the halfway point of our final quarter.
Bito on now, looking to direct traffic. Over to Mabulak, pass is thwarted, deflected there, collected by Alwin Alday. Alday, over now to Lau. Back out to Casino. JK, kick out, Ilagan, swing, Viloria. Lau, this time on Mabulak. Puts the jump shot up, is good.
Adrian Lau was able to score on that possession, but you see the difference, Anthony, when Bacolod is able to come up with a turnover against Nueva Ecija. You see how quick the White Shirts defense is able to get back and stop the transition attack of Bacolod.
And that's why they have 20 fast break points, Javi, compared to none for Bacolod. And siguro yan yung isa sa pinag-uusapan ni Coach Steven Sincho and Coach Gerson Cabiltes, no? Doing the little things, getting back on defense, thwarting those passing lanes. I mean, those are hallmarks of good, sound, fundamental basketball.
Exactly, and you know, those little things, when you pile them up, they amount to big results for your team. And it's not something na pwede mo lang i-avoid or baliwalain.
Right, exactly. And that's why Nueva Ecija is in prime position in this one. 82-71 is their lead as Jerome Garcia and Joel Liu looking on from the bench. Of course, Raymond Ilagan, product of St. Francis of Assisi, with 12 points to his name, make that 13.
That school has produced a lot of great big men.
You named the Ocampo brothers as well, Javi, to that.
And of course, the father of hopefully our future homegrown NBA player, Kai Soto, Irvin Soto.
Oh yeah.
Playing for that program as well.
Viloria now over to Alday. No go on that shot. Rebounded by Cranial. Here comes JK. Over to Viloria. Little fake. The dish over to Ilagan. Loses it. Oh, that's over and back. Along the baseline. That goes back to Nueva Ecija. Turnover again here for Bacolod, Javi.
The active defense just not letting up at any moment for Nueva Ecija. They're not allowing Bacolod to get any sort of rhythm. They're just really pounding them on defense.
As Filbasket is brought to us by Cilium Fiber, manufactured by Leone Agri Corporation. But Nueva Ecija defense, Javi, just working wonders for them in this ball game. Michael Wico under the Mabulak screen. Wico over to Michael. Almost getting it to fall.
Yung matindi dito sa Nueva Ecija, the reason why they're so hard to defeat is because they wear you down not just with their defense but also with their offense as well. Relentless on both ends of the basketball.
Let's take a look at this Wico to Mabulak play. Simpleng-simple lang, you know, Javi. Quick roll, quick cut. That gets them in prime position to score as Michael Mabulak's wife and sons rather, enjoying the action. Of course, Michael Mabulak, one of the many bigs at the disposal of Coach Gerson Cabiltes. Still holding on to an 11-point advantage are the Capitals, 83-72. Lau over to Ilagan. There's a turnover story, Javi. For Nueva Ecija, 7 AllStar Bacolod, 70 turnovers plus 10 in the turnover department. Not a good sign at all if you're Bacolod.
That automatically is an X mark in the keys to the game for Bacolod. I said at the top of our coverage that they have to play with pace because this Nueva Ecija team is relentless in pressuring the basketball. And it has shown in this game 17 turnovers compared to just 7 para dito sa Nueva Ecija.
And compounding that, Javi, is their poor transition defense that really did them in.
8 steals and 4 blocks also for Nueva Ecija in this game.
Again, that defense fueling their offense. That's why Nueva Ecija is up by 11.
And check this, Anthony. 46 points inside the paint for Nueva Ecija compared to just 14 for Bacolod. They're lucky to be down by just this much.
Meanwhile, we would like to thank Antigo Scoreboard, our multi-sport scoring solution. 46-14. Imagine that, Javi. I mean, and most of those came on the fast break. So,
exactly.
Right? So that's where, you know, where Nueva Ecija did most of their damage. Boy, that point disparity was quite a margin to speak of. As Mabulak and Gabo, two-man game going on. Villarias open free, splash it home, Byron Villarias.
That's just too much time, too much space for the former JRU heavy bomber to knock that three-point shot down. Specialty of the house once again for Mr. Villarias.
The lone designated shooter, Javi, for Nueva Ecija, connecting again from distance. Michael Wilco pulls that one down. Hesed says, let's slow it down and play this one smart.
14-point advantage right here for Nueva Ecija. They definitely should play the clock here.
Gabo, no look to Wilco. Pretty fine though. Just couldn't handle that pass.
And Coach Jerson Cabilta is telling his team just to go back on defense. Bawi na lang. After all, they are up by a big margin with so little time left for Bacolod in this one.
As Wilson is the official game ball of the 2022 Filbasket. Casino down the lane. Left-handed layup good. J.K. Casino with perhaps his best scoring game of the tournament as we have approached the last 2-minute mark of our ball game, brought to us by Smart. Michael Mabulak now, over to Hesed, back inside to JJ, Collado over to Michael. The drive is stolen there by Alwin Alday. Here comes Alwin to the lane, blocked there by Villarias. Cranial Viloria picks it up and is fouled.
All right, now Viloria fouled right there after that offensive rebound off that layup attempt by Alwin Alday, who was blocked by, of all people, Byron Villarias. So even your best offensive sniper going down in transition to stop the easy, what could have been an easy attempt for Bacolod.
You mentioned it, heavy transition defense. Totally absent for Bacolod. Always there for Nueva Ecija.
Nagkaroon pa tayo ng cameo dun, ah.
It's always good when the camera pans to us, just for a moment lang.
0.5 seconds.
Right, right. It's also good to be featured on screen, but meanwhile, we'll have a timeout being called here. We'll be back for more Filbasket semi-final action. quarter action here at the Filbasket Semi-Finals. This is game 2 of our doubleheader for the evening. Nueva Ecija enjoying a comfortable 11-point advantage against the AllStar Bacolod Ballers, 86-75, with only 1:35 to go in our fourth quarter. 2 points heavy, for Nueva Ecija. That's why they're in prime position here. Attack them on the fast break. Good honest defense.
That's right, and they have been doing everything right in this game, not allowing Bacolod, especially in the second half, to have a crack at the lead.
Assessed Gabo now, chips it over to Villarias, open from the corner, short that time. Ball back to Michael Mabulak, another possession here for Nueva Ecija.
And you would think that Byron Villarias, being the only designated gunner from the outside for Nueva Ecija, you would think that they would scout how they would set him up for those screens. But in this game, Anthony, Byron has done a successful job of using those screens and getting those open shots. Bacolod has not done a good job of running him down on those picks.
Right. And the attempts of Byron Villarias, for the most part, have been clean looks.
Exactly.
Diba? Open looks.
And credit that to the great screens that have been set by his teammates.
As a turnover here is being called. Or rather, they're trying to review that. Was it off Wico or off Alwin Alday? I'm not so sure from our angle.
Oh, that looked like it was off of Alwin Alday. Our referee is reviewing that. Let's look at that once again from a different angle. But it looks like Alwin Alday had last touch on that leather.
Okay, so Michael Wico is getting ready to take that one out of bounds along the baseline. Of course, Michael Wico, the slashing swingman out of San Sebastian. Alwin Alday. Boy, they needed Alwin Alday to really connect in this game, but relatively he has been quiet, Javi.
Exactly. Playing almost 26 minutes in this game. Could only churn up 9 points on 3 out of 8 field goal shooting. 1 out of 2 from three-point country. That's just not gonna cut it when you don't have a marquee in your lineup. You know that Alwin Alday needed to step up much more on the offensive end para sa Bacolod.
And boy, he just couldn't deliver today. Collado now running hook is short. Here comes Bacolod.
And this Nueva Ecija team, just a team of all of them veterans actually.
Right.
Just knowing how to play in this kind of environment, delivering what they needed to deliver.
I mean, they're no stranger to this level of intensity come playoff time, Javi.
And maganda kasi dito sa Nueva Ecija, despite the big names that you have on this roster, everybody knows their roles. Their roles are very defined, and no one really veers away from what they need to do for Coach Gerson Cabildes.
And probably Coach Gerson Cabildes is earning the praise of his mentor, Coach Stevenson Chu, for an A+ job tonight. As we look to play out the final 30 seconds of our fourth quarter. Alwin Alday giving up the foul there.
These two former teammates with the Quezon City Capitals, Alwin Alday and Hesed Gabo. Sure, no love lost between these two players.
Lots of familiarity between the two. Hesed Gabo to the line, of course, our finals MVP in the Subic Filbasket Championships. Still continuing to bring in over his leadership, his floor general expertise to the field.
And this guy, Hesed Gabo, he doesn't really show up on the box scores a lot during the elimination round. But come playoff time, he really ups the ante on his play.
As our prize money sponsor is brought to us by eMedisure Pharmacy. Ilagan now over to Casino. And Cranial Villarias appears to be hurt that time. Michael Wico is checking in on him, making sure he's okay. But he appears to be fine though.
Well, medyo kinabahan ako dun because he was holding on to his knee. It looks to be all right.
Of course, not the part that you want to get injured, especially if you're a basketball player. That knee area. Coach RV Mangahas and Coach Alex Angeles long looks on their face, lots of things to be sorted out going into Game 2 for them.
Oh, it's going to be a long night for them watching film.
J-Boy Solis clears that one down. Back out to Casino. And that will end our ball game. Nueva Ecija 88, AllStar Bacolod 77. An 11-point victory here for the Capitals. Javi, it was a game of runs. First quarter, medyo nagkakatingit pa. But once Nueva Ecija got into their groove, playing good, solid defense, forcing a lot of turnovers to the side of Bacolod, it was cruise control from then on.
Exactly, and Nueva Ecija just really stamped their class on this one against Bacolod in this game. 22 fast break points for Nueva Ecija Capitals, 30 assists, 9 steals, 5 blocks, and just 9 turnovers compared to the 16 that they forced by Bacolod. Just really a great game on both ends of the basketball for the boys of Coach Gerson Cabiltes. 88-7 victory, one way a win from entering the finals once again of Filbasket.
Meanwhile, Javi, if you're Bacolod and Coach Alex Angeles, something that you have to really work on going to Game 2, transition defense.
Exactly. That is maybe the thing that they have to work on the most, because that is really one of the highlighted aspects of this game. We saw how Nueva Ecija pounded them on the break, and talagang importante for AllStar Bacolod to work on that going into Game 2 if they're gonna make a series out of this.
Because having those 46 points in the paint that you mentioned, most of them came on the break for Nueva Ecija.
Exactly.
And meanwhile, more on that Nueva Ecija win. We'll turn it over now courtside to Nadia Miravalles.
Thank you, Anthony and Javi. We are here with our Puregold best player of the game, Michael Mabulak, with his cute boys. Michael, pansin ko lang kayong dalawang Michael ng Nueva Ecija, parang masyado niyong ginagalingan.
Ginagawa lang namin yung trabaho namin. Siyempre, pinagkakatiwala kami ni Coach na gamitin sa loob. So, ayaw namin masayang yung tiwala ni Coach. So, kailangan namin mag-provide, mag-produce para sa team.
Michael, anong aasahan namin sa inyo sa Game 2 ng semifinals?
Una-una, siyempre, ayoko magmayabang. Wala si Kuya Marky. So, medyo, alam natin, ayoko magsalita. So, para mas magandang laban, siyempre, expected namin na darating siya on Sunday. So, same intensity kami, same yung gagawin namin. So, I think, kailangan lang namin ng pahinga para, para sa laro sa Sunday.
Michael, birthday boy yung baby mo, no? Okay, go. Batiin mo na.
Una-una, binabati ko si Go Brian Cuevas, Boss Bong Cuevas, Ma'am Vian Cuevas. Siyempre, binabati ko belated happy 7th birthday yung anak ko na birthday kahapon. Ang pamilya ko sa Bulacan, siyempre, pamilya ko lagi na nandito. At lahat ng mga taga Nueva Ecija na sumusuporta sa amin, kita-kita tayo dyan. Okay.
Thank you, guys. Happy birthday, Back to you, Anthony and Javi.
All right, thank you very much, Nadia. For that interview with Michael Mabulak of the Nueva Ecija Capitals. Of course, Michael Mabulak, 13 points to his name, and most importantly, a Game 1 victory for the Nueva Ecija Capitals, 88-77. As we take a look now at our semifinals bracket, San Juan getting the best of Tanduay in our earlier matchup. They now lead the series 1-0, as Nueva Ecija also leads their semifinal series with Bacolod 1-0. Don't go away, because on Sunday, more Filbasket semi-final action to come as we are going to witness Game 2 of San Juan versus Tanduay at 5 p.m. And meanwhile, it is going to be Game 2 as well for Nueva Ecija and AllStar Bacolod for the 7 p.m. tilt. Remember, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and on Kumu. As we leave you now with endgame highlights from our semi-final match featuring Nueva Ecija and AllStar Bacolod. For the rest of the hard-working men and women of the Filbasket 2022 Summer Championships, I am Anthony Perez. Joining me for this coverage was Javi Pelanya. And of course, on the sidelines was Nadia Miravalles and Sam Coloso. And we greet as well our executive producer, Noel Zarate, for an excellent coverage again of the Filbasket 2022 Summer Championships. As we leave you again with some endgame highlights from this match featuring Bacolod and Nueva Ecija. We'll be back soon.